Imagine this, one button, just one, and with a single push the world could end. Not a movie scene, not a wild sci-fi fantasy, a real button guarded deep underground, surrounded by soldiers, steel, and silence. Now ask yourself, why do only a few countries get to have that kind of power? Who decided that some nations can hold the keys to global destruction, while others can't even touch the lock? It's strange, isn't it? We live in a world where peace is the slogan, but fear is the foundation. The United States, Russia, China, France, the UK, they sit at the top of the nuclear table, sipping their metaphorical champagne, while everyone else is told, no, sorry, you can't have this. It's too dangerous for you, but somehow, not for them. Think about that for a second. It's like the biggest kids on the playground saying, we'll keep all the weapons so no one gets hurt. But they're the ones who built them in the first place. The world just has to trust that they won't use them. Trust in politics. Yeah, how often does that work out? The official story sounds noble. We're preventing war, we're keeping peace. And maybe deep down there's a grain of truth there, because the horror of nuclear war is something no one wants to repeat. But behind the speeches, the treaties, the carefully staged handshakes, there's another story. One about power, control, and fear of losing both. Because nuclear weapons aren't just bombs, they're symbols. Symbols of status, of global importance. Owning one says, we matter, and you can't ignore us. But what happens when someone new wants a seat at that table? When a country says, why not us? The world panics. Sanctions, threats, sometimes even war. Suddenly the rules don't seem so fair anymore. It's not about safety, it's about who gets to define it. And the irony? Every time the nuclear club tells others not to build their own, it just proves how powerful those weapons really are. The more they say, don't do it, the more others think, maybe that's exactly why we should. Let's be honest, we all grew up under this quiet fear, this invisible tension humming under the surface of world news. Missile tests, emergency alerts, international crises that come and go. But behind the headlines are people, like you, like me, who would be the first to pay the price if things ever went wrong. Ordinary people, watching from the ground while a handful of leaders play a global game of chess with pieces that glow in the dark. And maybe that's the real tragedy, that something so small, an object the size of a car, maybe smaller, can hold the power to erase everything we've ever built, everything we've ever loved. And we've just accepted it, as if it's normal, as if it's okay that a few people on this planet get to decide who lives and who doesn't. If this made you stop for a second, if it made you think, then hit that subscribe button.